So if you think rim protection was a major need for this team this offseason, Kelly Olynyk is definitely not going to fit that role. But I will say he's better defensively than what I thought. And while there's no way he's a plus defender, I do think he's a neutral defender with the things he brings to the table. So let's take a look into this a little bit. And we'll start off with that lack of rim protection. We'll start off with the negative. Good job here, hard hedging, rotation by the Heat. He's going to recover. I'll get back to that later. But here you see like a chance to come over and protect the rim against Bullock. And you like he doesn't really do it, ends up with a foul. You're going to see with Kelly Olynyk more than often than not. Okay, sometimes he just reaches, but he's going to try to take the charge. He's not really going to go contest up high. Now, I'll show a clip where he does, but normally that's what you're going to see. So you hear in transition against Ben Simmons, plays him for the Euro step, and that's where the basketball IQ comes in on the defensive end. Ben Simmons, from what I've watched of Ben Simmons myself, he likes to go that Euro step. Kelly Olynyk plays to it and takes the charge. So that's what you're going to see Kelly Olynyk do is two hands straight up, contest that way, just make it a tough shot, or try to take a charge. But here's where the basketball IQ comes in. So here Nerlens Noel rolls. His man is all the way here for Kelly Olynyk. He's going to see this, make the rotation, jump up, contest, and force the miss from Nerlens Noel. So I could show you multiple clips of that. I won't for the sake of time. But where he does a good job of rotating, and I think off the ball, his eyes, you can see his eyes always looking around and trying to make the next play and anticipating. I think he's a guy that's going to know the scouting report and be able to execute the scouting report. Pick and roll or ball screen situations where I was the most nervous about Kelly Olynyk. Like, would he just get exposed, especially when you get into the playoffs? And maybe they still will, but I was pleasantly surprised. So here with the Heat, he hard hedged a lot. This one he doesn't do super well. But you see he's still able to move his feet to stay in front of Elfrid Payton, and is active with his hands and eventually forces a turnover. So a good job there from Kelly Olynyk recovering even after having a bad start on the hard hedge. Here again, he's going to hard hedge. The teammate's not going to get through it. And I like this. Like, again, this isn't great, but he stays in front, moves his feet, and just doesn't. It's not like he gives up a wide open layup. So he moves his feet. He doesn't hard hedge great, but then gets a hand on it. He does have active hands. So, I guess that can account and hopefully make up for some of the lack of shot blocking with those active hands. You'll see it again here. So now he's going to play drop coverage. And what I like is at least the activity here. He just doesn't back up all the way into the lane and stand there. He hedges at him, stunts at him, gets his hand out. Now Bullock ends up making the shot, but at least there's activity with it. So we've seen the hard hedge from Kelly Olynyk. Excuse me, I skipped back a clip. We've seen the hard hedge from Olynyk, and then here the drop coverage. Like I say, stunning at it, active hands we've seen in a couple clips. So I do like that. Now, okay, this is not a straight ball screen situation, but we get a cross match here. He's matched up with Lonzo Ball. All I'm trying to show is if we did want to switch, I'm not saying it's something that's going to happen a lot, but here you see a clip where he's able to stay in front, move his feet, contest a pull-up jump shot, and force the miss. So all I want to do is highlight is there is a chance he can do it in small sample sizes against the guys who maybe aren't just crazy explosive. All right, so you see the drop coverage, you see the hard hedge, you see even the switch. It'd be interesting to see what they do with him in Detroit, but at least he has options. And again, if nothing else, he's going to have a high basketball IQ and he's going to be active with his hands. Now, I will say, this isn't, again, and not that many guys can do this with Karl-Anthony Towns or Joel Embiid, but this isn't a guy you're going to put on an island against bigs down low. A lot of times I felt like they actually didn't put him on the better of the opposing team's big or the bigger, stronger one. Here he's with Karl-Anthony Towns, kind of in 15 foot, and gets blown by. So again, don't expect him to just be a lockdown defender by any means. He's going to get exposed at times. The 20 seconds after this on the next possession, he does actually a good job guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. So I walked away from this thinking he can be a neutral defender for the Pistons, at least not a negative.